That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of the
football,
runners,
man.
moving it, keep grinding clock.
T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver.
Come on.
All of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension can build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Now a hit and lock. Lost the football. It's out. And his crew
This is absolutely amazing.
at the 35-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense's way back out for their first possession of the second half. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. And on 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. One receiver left, that's Allen. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they jump back in front here. It's
Yeah, this
9-7.
game's gonna go.
So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Throw on second down is Luck. Completes it to Moncrief left side. Dante Moncrief. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. And the lead is up to 5.
Man, please stop doing stupid stuff.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good. And they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. And that's complete to Gates. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. On the screen, this is Woodhead. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Third and short yardage, Rivers.
And I'm right there.
He was trying to get
I'm sitting on the route.
Gates, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Now Rivers on 4th down. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught.
What?
A big game.
Come on,
time
man.
For the Chargers. 32 yards.
Well, we know that someone has absolutely no fear. 4th down. They throw it downfield. That ball was competed for by both.
Like he's not
catching it, and he comes down with it. Now they've got 1st and goal. What a big-time play.
And now a first down following that long gain. To the air again here, Rivers. This will be caught.
and he's still okay.
And
This dude's getting so much crap.
Well, the strategy was evident. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On second down, they'll run with Gordon.
Man, so trash. Absolutely trash, man.
Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
On 4th down, he's not even open.
Rivers is going to throw for it, and he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. And Lambeau now after
That's
the
what it takes,
touchdown,
Madden.
he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good
That's
effort
what
on
it
the return
takes.
there gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, here's Locke. Throwing left side, it's complete. Give him 27 yards that time. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll run it now with Turbin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves
Keep running
the
the rock.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up
At least
first
get
down
something to
after
go
first
right.
down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
They come up in an offset eye. From the red zone now, Locke looking for someone to throw to.
Touchdown. Let's go.
To the end zone, touchdown.
Way to block, fellas.
T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the
Way to
Colts
block.
have taken the lead here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Stevie Johnson was the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.